Sanctions are working. A week ago Sunday, I read an article in the AP that reported from Iran saying that their government is now ready to show flexibility on their nuclear program. If we need tougher sanctions, let's do it. No one, Democrat or Republican, wants to see Iran with a nuclear weapon. The difference is that Democrats have a more comprehensive approach that follows the military philosophy. I don't know if this is the same one that you learned, but the one that I was taught in the Army was that while we're being trained for military readiness only to be used at a last resort.
Thank you, Mr. Pitts. Same question. What actions do you support in seeing the red line is not reached? If crossed, what actions do you support?
2 minutes.
This is the 1 minute.
1 minute? Okay. First of all, it's the UN, not the Republicans, who say that Iran is very close to attaining nuclear weapons. And we also have to remember North Korea surprised us in getting their nuclear weapons long before we thought they would. We have to remember who's ruling Iran. The Grand Ayatollah and Ahmadinejad both believe the Holocaust never happened, that the Iranian revolutionaries will hasten the return of the 12th Imam. They've repeatedly called for the destruction of Israel and the U.S. These are not the kinds of people we can allow to have nuclear weapons. Israel took out the reactor in Iraq in 1981. They did the same thing in Syria in 2007. The best outcome is for Iran to stop on their own. That's the purpose of sanctions. If they persist, we have to act. Whatever it takes to prevent them from getting nuclear weapons, we should be ready to engage. And I think if Iran believed that, that would be the strongest deterrent.
Mrs. Strader, you have 30 seconds to ask a question from the Congressman.
There's been much talk about the line that Iran cannot go past. Can you precisely and clearly define what that line is before you would vote again to send those of us, my generation of veteran or of soldier, to war again?
I didn't quite catch the word aligned to what?
The red line.
Red line. I think the red line that Prime Minister Netanyahu referred to is the point at which they can readily put together a bomb, and they can do it in secret without any place that we can really determine. So I think that is the red line. We need to be willing to stand with Israel. If they decide that red line occurs a little bit faster than he projected in his speech. So I would work closely with our friends in Israel and the intelligence community and increase all the pressures and sanctions to try to prevent them from getting there.
Congressman Pitts, you have 30 seconds to ask a question of Mrs. Strader.
Ms. Strader, if we had clear intelligence that Iran was about to attain nuclear weapons, and Israel asked us to supply them with bunker buster bombs to take them out, would you supply them to Israel or not?
Yes, I would. You know, as a veteran, I've been to war. I know that war is difficult not only on our soldiers who are deployed, but our families back home. And I think that it's only necessary, obviously, when there is clear information, intelligence information, and if I had access to intelligence briefings that said so, yes, I would.